Good afternoon, my awesome friends and followers of what I'm going to say Suffolk's #1 YouTube channel, which is my channel, our channel. Today's a day filled with, I've got mixed emotions today. I would normally phone up my parents and we'd just have a chat and we'd reminisce about things that happened in the past. And today's the 6th of December. Now, it is now nearly 1:30 in the afternoon. And at 1:30 in the afternoon on the 6th of December 2006, actually 19 years ago today, I was with my mother and father in Buckingham Palace. And it was my investiture. My investiture. In here I have, believe it or not, the CD of the footage that took place that day, and the investiture book. And on the back, obviously, it tells you about all the different medals. It tells you about all the different medals which people got, and it's quite a lovely book actually. Now, on the back of this one, it lets you see about what all the medals mean. What all the medals mean, ladies and gentlemen. And it's actually fabulous. The honour system, how the honour system works, how the medals work, military cross and all the different bits. So that comes with the investiture. It goes in the box anyway. Yeah. And on the day, clearly, that's the box that the MC comes in. That's the original military cross. And then you have your medals here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so the 6th of December. I remember telling my parents that I actually phoned my parents. It would have been, when did it was the day after Luke had died. So it was round about, I think it was the 4th of September. 4th of September. 2006 actually. When the Brigadier called me up and sang and have a chat with me and congratulate me, and I hung up on him because I thought it was a bluff phone call. And eventually he called back and I had to apologise and that. But I remember phoning my parents on a satellite phone. I had a satellite phone, I had it in my hand, and I phoned up my parents. I can't remember what time it was, if I'm honest, but it worked out it was really, really early in the hours in the UK. And I remember phoning up my dad and saying to him, "Hi Dad, all right, yeah. Do you know what time it is?" I says, "No, it's fucking like 3:30 in the morning or something." I said, "Dad, you're not gonna believe this. Do you want to go to Buckingham Palace to meet the Queen?" And he was like, "What? Do you want to go to Buckingham Palace to meet the Queen?" I said, "I've just been awarded a military cross." And my dad was like, "Oh, Joan, you must be drunk again." So my dad passed, he ignored it. And I was like, "All right, no dramas." And then it was that morning, all the media started hitting my parents' house and coming up and saying, "Your son this, your son that." And that's when it became surreal for him. But I had loads of letters sent to me, Sir Reg MP and Jeffrey Donaldson, and all the people in Northern Ireland, the politicians were writing. They all wanted their 10 pence worth. They all wanted a little bit of fame to be connected to me. I got invited everywhere. I went and took my mum and dad to lunch in Stormont in the Parliament building. I got invited to have tea and toast with the regimental colonel down in Ballymena at the time. Is it Sir Patrick's Barracks? I think it is. Yeah, I got invited everywhere. Yeah, I had these cards. What are they called? Tickets to get into Buckingham Palace, little cards to prove that you had. And I remember showing up at the Buckingham Palace gate with my dad and my mum, and we got there, and I remember my dad panicking, going, "Oh, Joan, I've left it in Belfast." My mum's like, "What?" We were disgusted with him. Anyway, as we approached the gates, the police came out and says, "Where's your reception ticket?" And my dad went, "Listen, I forgot about it. I actually have forgot it. I'm really sorry." And the guy looked at me and he went, "Is this your dad? Can you prove this is your father?" I'm like, "Yes." And then I said to him in my sarcasm, "Who brings a fake dad to the palace?" And he went, "Fair point." So we got in with ID and stuff, and we got in. I had to leave my parents in the bottom. We walked through the gate, the arches. I left them at the bottom, and I went up the stairs into this big room filled with dignitaries. I met Nicky Clark and The hairdresser, I met loads of people in there. Jim Newell, Milty Cross, and at the time it was 3 para. Or was he 2 para? I think it was 2 para. Jim Newell, good soldier, colour sergeant at the time. And I met loads of guys up there. And it was interesting. I had a fantastic day. Yeah. I'm glad, you know, I could have took anyone with me. Obviously, you don't go to the palace and don't take your parents if you're lucky enough to have parents. It was a wonderful, surreal experience. And then after the end of it all, as I told you before, the side door opened up and me and my mum and dad got asked to go upstairs to Prince Andrew's private quarter because he was my regimental colonel. We went upstairs and the staff laid on canapes and champagne, and we spent about an hour and a half up there. I think it was maybe 2 hours, just relaxing. Prince Andrew wasn't there. Apparently he was away playing golf in Scotland, so that's how much he really cared about his soldiers. You know, I was the first member of the Royal Irish Regiment, non-officer, to be awarded that medal, and he was too busy playing golf. So that just goes to show you the type of character that Prince Andrew was. Have a look at this footage. I'll show you the footage and let me know what you think about the footage. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It was a surreal day. Lovely conversation with Her Majesty the Queen, late Queen Elizabeth, and memories forever. Wonderful, isn't it? I'm just glad that many of us go through life and you always want to make your parents proud. I believe I did that with my dad. I believe I made him proud. I believe he loved it. Yeah. I'm very honoured. And I can't share anything with him anymore, but I still got my mother around. So, rest in peace, Dad. Listen, thanks for watching my videos and thanks for sticking with me. Take care.